Well. It's a beating as I predicted. I'm sure Lakers fans at this point, you know what to expect from this team. When you go up head up against a good team, it's gonna be a murder she wrote. Then when you play a bad team that's in the cellar, it's gonna be a dog fight that you 6 times out of 10 gonna lose. So with that math, what this telling me is, like I said yesterday, it's time to send Russell home for good. He's begging to be sent home. If you look at his post-game interviews, he know there's nothing else left for him to do there. Let's look at this. I thought AD was gonna come back for some get back. Giannis baptized him last time, and I see nothing changed again. 44, 2 blocks, a steal, 8 dimes, and 14 rebounds. That was total domination. And then everybody in the starting lineup had double figures. I wonder why. Oh yeah, the Lakers don't play any defense. I forgot. Then we go here. Russell, what the fuck? Oops. Minus 16. LeBron James was minus 25. This team is a debacle. You have to send this man home. You have to. And then we listen to this.
Russ, the Knicks and Bucks obviously two very different teams, but what did you see from the first half of both?
Look at him. He in that phone again.
Games and did part of that concern you guys from an energy standpoint?
You just got to be able to make adjustments throughout the game, and they came out with a sense of urgency. And we didn't, much better team than Knicks, obviously. So when you're playing a championship caliber team, you have to play a certain way and do certain things, and we didn't do those things tonight.
Once you guys had 27 games left in the regular season, what are the challenges you guys have to overcome to get going in the direction you want to go in?
There's no way this team is going to get, the direction they want to go in, to the cellar, and that's where they're headed. This team wasn't built to win a championship. As soon as you put that man right there on the team, it's doomsday. It's going to have to be addition by subtraction. Send Russ home. You see his minutes is waning, and when you got the crowd booing him at this point, what is he there for? The crowd doesn't even want him. LeBron, you made a very bad mistake. And the reporter asked you when you and Anthony Davis was up there, the reporters asked the hard questions in a nice way.
I can't point him out as one challenge, but there's a lot of challenges, as you probably can see. Just trying to create some consistency, honestly. I think that's the number one thing, is create some consistency within our team, which we don't have at the moment.
Russ, it's the second straight game that you've received boos after turnover. Is that a hard experience for you? I mean,
he laughing. That hurt him so bad, man. It's got to be embarrassing. You're in front of your home crowd where they supposed to love you, and they don't want nothing to do with you. They want you gone, just like I'm saying. It's only smart Lakers, Jeannie, LeBron, Rob. You gotta send this man home. I know it's gonna be devastating to him, and it's gonna be like a blow to his career. But don't you guys at least want to make it to the first round and get swept? Because if not, you're not making it to the playoffs with this guy. So what do you want to do here? Do you want to get swept in the first round or don't even make it to the playoffs? Those are the only two options with this team. Even with LeBron, Geriatric James, and Anthony Always Down Davis. That's the best this team can get right here. First round exit, sweep, or 4-1. That's the ceiling. And you got to thank LeBron, Drama Queen James.
And coming back to the special thing, is that a hard thing for you to absorb in any way?
Sign of respect.
Booing is a sign of respect. Your home crowd. I can see the opposing crowd.
Sign of respect. I don't.
This man is delusional. He's lost his mind.
My mindset and how I think about this game and what I'm able to do for this game is not predicated on booze.
What have you done for this game but played a ugly brand of basketball, a statistical brand of basketball that hasn't equaled up to W's in the W and L column? Is that moving the game forward? I don't think so, buddy. That's why you're about to be out the league. After this last $47 million, you're going to be hard pressed to get a contract.
I have a platform that I'm able to use to be able to do other things that God has blessed me with to be able to do, and I will continue to do those things. Regardless of people boo for me, cheer for me, cuss me out, call me names, it doesn't really matter. The most important part is that I continue to use my gift to be able to play basketball and use that platform to be able to help and other people around the world, and that's all I can do, and that's it.
This team, like the whole team, that like in a certain way on how this has gone, how this experience has come together.
Yeah, I mean, as it pertains to the team, I mean, the team is not getting booed. So you asked about for me, that's all I can ask is respond about myself and what I'm able to do to be able to mentally stay in the right place, enjoy being home, enjoy having an opportunity to be able to see my kids, take them to school every morning, see my family, mom and dad, and my close friends every day. And I don't take that part for granted.
Well, you know what, Russ? After next season, you're going to be able to take your kids to school every day, homeboy. 365, not only on the off season, 365, because you ain't, hey, it's Friday, and you ain't got a motherfucking job. You ain't going to have no job after next year. The league, the damn near the lowest man, the 15th man on every roster got more skill than you, Russ. How can you keep on getting a check? It's over with, but you done got enough checks. It's over. And your career will be known as the man who got stats but never won a motherfucking thing. And it sounds like that you're all right with that.
Basketball is a short time of your life, and I enjoy it and have fun and want to compete at the highest level.
He don't care enough. He does not care enough. He's more, but see, what this is that he know the shit ain't going right. Then you start focusing on shit on your life that is going right. Like he's not even caring about basketball at this point. Like, oh man, fuck basketball. It's just a game. Well, it's just a game, all right. It's a game you ain't gonna be playing after next year.
But also, it's not the end all be all.
See, real niggas who want to win, you tell them that's not. You tell Kobe that and see what the fuck he'll tell you. Kobe will tell Jeannie, get his ass out this motherfucker. Send his ass home. I don't give a fuck what you do with him.
And
send him home.
There's something that bigger than basketball that we can do as people, and I understand that, so that's why I'm comfortable with whatever comes. Cheers, boos, doesn't really matter.
Russ, you told BT that searching for consistency could perhaps help with the challenges, and obviously NBA trade deadline this week, there's a lot of activity today.
Yeah.
He was hoping he ain't said trade deadline. Will you be here after this? he ain't want that question. He ain't asking that though.
The roster making some sort of deal, would that make things harder in terms of consistency?
You know, honestly, Dave, I'm not sure. You know, that's out of my hands. The front office, you know, they're figuring out the best of what they can. My job is to make sure I come to work, do my job to the best of my ability, and that's all I can do.
Russ, I guess sticking on the consistency front, Frank has said he's still looking to find kind of a starting lineup, and he's obviously been kind of tweaking that in the game recently. What's that like for you guys as the starters to kind of playing with different lineups out there? And
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. You don't never know when you're coming in. You never know when you're coming out. You never know when you're playing. You never know a bunch of things. And I'm speaking for me personally.
Russell, you would know. You know how you could fix that. Play good. Be an asset to the team versus a liability. You'll get all the tick that you want, but you don't know how to be an asset. You only know how to be a liability. So now you want to blame it on coach. Oh man, I can't get in the rhythm because I'm always in and out. When you're in, you're fucking costing the team the game. You know what this is called, Russell? This is called self-preservation. That's what Frank Vogel is doing here.
So it's a difficult process to be able to figure out and creating a rhythm, creating some consistency where we can actually see what we're able to do as a team. But those decisions are made by him and his coaching staff, and you know, you got to live with it and move on.
Russ, there's a moment right before the end of the game where you went over LeBron and AD on the bench. Patted LeBron on the head, AD on the shoulder. Seemed like you're trying to pick them up in that moment.
He was patting on the shoulder, saying, "Man, I'll be out here next year. Y'all ain't got to worry about it, man. It'll be over with. I'm gonna be gone. I know y'all want me here. I'm gonna be gone, man. Don't worry about it, y'all."
Yeah, just give them encouragement. Just keep their head up, keep playing, tough night. And I told him I wish I could help him. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the game to be able to help him.
If you was in the game, you would have made it worse. It's a reason why you wasn't in the game.
I came here to be able to help them out. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that, for them, but that's not my call. I can be there, as a leader and as a voice of whatever it is that is needed for the team.
And what he about to say, I think this next question showed me this man needs to get a psych check.
I'll do
This next question, I think.
A number or whatever it's called during that time.
Just because I don't want your words to get misinterpreted or twisted, I want to be clear about this. Has Frank been clear enough with you about when you're not going to play, and has that been a problem?
He hasn't. But I don't need him to be clear about whatever decision he makes, and that's up to him. My job as a professional is to come to work, be in a positive mindset, put my head down, do my work to the best of my ability, and be there to encourage.
Well, it's gonna be the next question then.
That's it.
This right here, this man. I think what he about to ask you right here, you're gonna wonder if this man needs a psych check.
Do you have a sense for what benchmarks you have to hit?
Yeah, right here.
To be in the starting line or the close?
To encourage my teammates. That's it.
This will let me know this nigga's out of his motherfucking rabbit ass mind right here.
Do you have a sense for what benchmarks you have to hit to be in the starting line or the closing lineup more consistently?
For me? I don't got that answer for you, brother. I wish I did. I shouldn't have to hit any benchmark, to be honest. I put a lot of work in. I got a lot of respect in this game. I don't have to hit a benchmark. I shouldn't have to. I earned the right, to be in closing lineups. I mean, numbers would tell you. I don't have to explain that. But
Numbers would tell your triple doubles where you have your quadruple doubles, 10, 10, and 10, where you got 10 turnovers, and then you shot terrible forward, and then y'all didn't win the game. So you've done enough. You got respect. So you got the respect of the crowd too, where they booing you also, right? And you got the respect of the league where the people saying nobody wants you in the trade. You're a $40 million player, which means you're supposed to be the best of the best. They can't even give you away. So Russell, you need to do some self-evaluation. Now let's listen to these fools.
Where you guys were last year coming into this season to be a contender.
Let's listen to this question.
Were the right decisions made coming
All right. See, this right here was a jab at LeBron James.
from that point on? Were the right changes? Then
We weren't healthy.
was that?
We weren't healthy in that series.
But you were okay. But you were up 2-1 in
Yeah.
that series. From that point on, were the right changes made? Was this team built the right way? Were the right decisions made coming out of where you guys were last year, coming into this season, to be a contender?
This is asking him, in other words, let me decode this for y'all. Should your black ass had okayed the Russell Westbrook trade? And this is his answer.
I don't quite. I kind of understand your question, but I
LeBron, now you playing stupid.
don't understand your question. I'm trying to see.
Look at AD. He look drunk over there from the baptizing Giannis game. AD look like he don't even know what's going on right now. He dead. He punch drunk.
Shooting for?
I really want, like, you have a significant body of work in terms of what this season is, how these pieces fit, and obviously there have been
Yeah, but
injuries.
we also haven't been. We haven't been completely healthy this year.
I never thought I would see LeBron making excuses. Nigga, you were an excuse maker now? So at the end of your career, you done turned into an excuse maker. Oh, we ain't been healthy enough. Hey, every team is dealing with that around the league. But you know what? Y'all wasn't built to last any motherfucking way. Y'all wasn't built for tough.
I mean, we've had myself. I've been in and out. AD was out for a long period.
Always down.
We had a moment where we were playing some really good basketball.
Y'all haven't played no good basketball all year. Cut it the fuck out.
And then I think
This team been a debacle from the word go.
what road trip that was, where we had like 4 out of our top 5 rotational players hit with COVID or whatever the case was. And we had 4 or 5 call-ups, and we were trying to figure things out. I think that was the trip when we played like Chicago, and we had an opportunity to win that game, but we lost that game. We were undermatched. I think that was Minnesota was on that trip, and it was just so much that we were like dealing with. And right before that, we were playing some really good ball. So, I don't know. The season there's been so many chapters in this season, and to get back to your question, I'm not sure. Because we were up 2-1, and this monster right here goes down. So I don't know.
Guys, for both of you, either of you, whatever. Late in the game, Russ comes over. You guys sit next to each other.
But it's like, I'm gonna be out of here next year, man. Y'all ain't gotta worry. Look at LeBron. They don't even want to look at this nigga.
And seemed like he tried to lift you up in that moment.
He ain't even looking at that nigga. That's when LeBron's the Snake James that had enough for you when he can't even look you in your eye.
And I guess kind of where are you guys at right now?
None of them niggas looking at him. They pissed off, man. LeBron said, man, I don't fuck. This is the look that I done fucked up.
As a group,
This was something I shouldn't have done.
Leaders on this team.
Listen, I want to help AD. I want to help Russ. AD want to help me, help Russ, and Russ want to help us.
Russ cannot help you guys, and that's the problem. You made a bad decision, LeBron, and now you're paying for it. And the sad thing is, you're going to shake the spot and make the Lakers pay for it. Now you want to play with your son at all costs. You going to leave LA to play with your son after you done destroyed the motherfucking franchise. Nigga, you ain't shit.